What's going on, folks? I wanted to make this video to show you a quick way how you can determine whether or not your starter was bad on your vehicle, or whether or not if you had a bad relay versus your starter. A lot of times you could come to your vehicle, you try to start your vehicle up and it won't start at all. But you're not sure, like I said, whether or not if you got a bad starter or your relay can be bad itself. But first thing that you would want to do to make sure that you don't have a dead battery, because of course if your battery's dead, then the vehicle definitely is not going to start either. So the first thing you want to do basically is test your battery to make sure that your battery is strong. And if you happen to have you a multimeter, that would be a simple thing for you to do pretty much. It's just by taking your multimeter. What you want to do with your multimeter is turn your multimeter over to DC current. You want to go, because your battery should have around like 12.4 or higher to make sure it's good. So you want to set your multimeter to about 20 volts right there. Then the next thing you would want to do is go ahead and test your battery to make sure that it's good. Go ahead and get that tested. And what you want to do that, you want to take your prongs. First you would want to put your prong onto the black lead, and then onto your red to test your battery. Yeah, so basically when you're using your multimeter, you should get about a 12.4. You see how it's showing about 12.5 of up. As long as you get that, that tells you that your battery is good. So once you got that done pretty much, the next thing you want to do, that you know that your battery basically is good. Now what you're going to want to do is test to find out whether or not the next thing you want to do is basically test whether or not your starter is bad, or if you can have a bad relay. And to do that, what you want to do is find your fuse box, and this one is right here. I want to remove this fuse box right here. We'll use the lid of it. Look, you can look onto the back of the cover for your fuses with the little legend to tell you which one is your starter for your starter relay. And this one right here, it's going to be this one right here is my starter relay. So I'm going to want to do is go ahead and pull this relay to get that out. And if you look at your relay a lot of times, what you'll see is like a little diagram on it. And normally the ones that you're going to want to jump is going to be the ones that show like a lever, like an open lever. The bottom one says like, I think it's like 85 and 86. On this one, the ones I'm going to want to jump is going to be the 30 and the 87. So what I'm going to do basically is put the relay back into position it would be at, and I can figure out which holes are the 30 and the 30, 80, 87. Yeah, so on mine is going to be this one diagonal from each other. So once I know what that's going to be, now what I'm going to do pretty much is I'm just going to take me a basic jumper wire. You want to get a wire that's kind of thick. You don't want nothing that's really skinny or nothing like that, because it is going to be holding quite a bit of voltage. So what you want to do now is take your jumper wire and you'll find those two slots that you had, which on this one is going to be the 30 and the 87 slot. And what I'm going to do is stick one wire in one hole and the other wire in the other hole to see if that causes my starter to kick on. If when I do this, it causes my starter to come on, what that does is going to tell me that, hold on. Okay, yeah, if this causes my starter to come on, what that's going to tell me is that my starter is actually good, and that this relay right here is what's bad. So what I'm going to do is just take one of my wires, stick it inside of one of the holes. I'm just going to take one of the wires, stick it inside of one of the holes, and then I'm going to stick the other one inside the other hole. And if when I do this, if this causes my vehicle starter to come on, like I said, it tells me that my starter is good, and most likely this relay right here is what's going to be bad. So I'm going to do that now. And like I said, you want to make sure also that your vehicle is inside of park. You don't want to have your vehicle in drive or nothing like that when you're doing this, because it definitely will make your vehicle jump. So you want to have it inside of park, or if anything in neutral, but I would just say keep it in park. And once I'm doing this, what you should hear is, if the starter is good, you'll hear it try to start up. Like I said, we checked the battery, know the battery's good, so now we're about to do it. See? So what that tells me now is that the starter on this vehicle is basically good, and that the most likely the problem with this vehicle is going to be is that I have a bad So most likely the problem with this video is going to be I have a bad relay. So now I can go ahead and replace this relay and not have to worry about trying to change my starter out. The same thing can happen sometimes, say for whatever reason you come to your vehicle and when you're trying to start your vehicle it won't do nothing, and then all of a sudden it starts up. Sometimes it could be your starter going bad, but also it could be this relay right here also going bad. There are videos up showing how you can test this relay also, but if it kept on doing it, I will go ahead and get you another relay just to be sure. Also folks, on another quick tip part of it, once you test your starter and your starter comes on and you're pretty sure that your relay is actually what's bad, what you could do just to verify it even more is you can look inside of your fuse panel, and if you see relays that's exactly the same, like this one is a 3614 and so with this one right here a 3614, what you can do is just switch the two relays out. Take out this relay and stick it where your starter relay is supposed to be at and see if your vehicle starts up correctly now. And of course if it does that, now you're pretty much 100% sure that your relay is what's bad. So if you look inside of here, you may have a few different relays that has the same numbers on it, and as long as it's the same number, you can pretty much switch them out and everything should work fine. But what you want to do is make sure you put it back in the exact same way. If I was to switch between this one and this one, I will put this one back in here with the number facing this way, and I will put it over here with it facing that way. I wouldn't want to try to stick it in where the number is facing down now, because that's not the way that one goes. And that's just a quick tip of how you can double check for sure that your relay is bad. Alright folks, please check out our other helpful videos. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.